السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته متابعين الكرام. اليوم قراءة قصة إنجليزية بعنوان The Ugly Duckling، البطة القبيحة. قبل البدء أود أن أذكر بأن قناتي تختص بثلاث مجالات. أولا حلقات سماعية لتربية الأبناء صغارا وكبارا. ثانيا تعليم المبكر وأنشطة مونتسوري وقراءة القصص الإنجليزية للأطفال مع شرحها ومعانيها بالوصف. وثالثا تعلم اللغة الإنجليزية. الآن قراءة القصة بعنوان Ugly Duckling، البطة القبيحة للأطفال الأعزاء. Once upon a time on an old farm there lived a duck family. Mother duck had been sitting on a clutch of new eggs. One nice morning the eggs hatched and out popped 6 chirpy ducklings, but one of them was a strange-looking duckling with gray feathers that should have been yellow. The ducklings grew quickly, but Mother Duck had a secret worry. I can't understand how this ugly duckling can be one of mine, she said to herself. Since he ate far more than his brothers, he was outgrowing them. As the days went by, the poor ugly duckling became more and more unhappy. His brothers didn't want to play with him, and all the farmyard folks laughed at him. He felt sad and lonely, and Mother Duck did her best to cheer him up. She used to say that he is not pretty. He has a very good disposition and swims as well or even better than the others. Now and again the ugly duckling secretly wept at night. He felt nobody wanted him, nobody loves him. They all tease me. Why am I different from my brothers? He said to himself. So it went on from day to day till it got worse and worse. And the poor duckling was driven out by everyone. The ducks pecked him, the chickens beat him, and the girl who fed the poultry kicked him with her foot. If you don't start laying eggs, the landlady will roast you in the oven, the old hen threatened him. Then one day at sunrise, the terrified duckling ran away from the farmyard. He was all alone. He fled as far away as he could, and at dawn he found himself in a thick bed of reeds. If nobody wants me, I'll hide here forever. There was plenty of food, and the duckling began to feel a little happier. One day at a sunrise he saw a flight of beautiful birds, wing overhead, wide with long slender necks, yellow beaks, and large wings. They were migrating south. If only could look like them just for a day, said the duckling admiringly. Winter came and the water in the reed bed froze. The poor duckling left his home to seek food. He dropped exhausted to the ground. But a merciful farmer found him and took him home. The man looked after him. The duckling was showered with kindly care at the farmer's house. In this way was able to survive the bitterly cold winter. Bitterly cold winter. However, but by springtime he had grown so big that the farmer decided to set him free. At the pond, the duckling saw himself mirrored in the water for the first time since he left the farm. Goodness, how I've changed. I hardly recognized myself. He was no longer dark, gray, ugly, and unpleasant to look at, but a graceful and beautiful bird. The flight swans winged north again. When the duckling saw them, he realized he was one of them. He joined the flock of swans. The great swans swam round the new corner and struck his neck with their beaks as a welcome. One day he heard children on the river bank pointing at him and saying, "Look at that young swan. He is the finest of them all," and he almost burst with happiness. The end. ستجدون المعاني والشرح بالعربية في صندوق الوصف. دمتم بخير.